Hey there, space fans! Ever wonder how we get to that amazing place called the International Space Station? Well, one super cool way is with the SpaceX Dragon capsule. Think of it like a super advanced space taxi. It's a spaceship built by a company called SpaceX. You might know the person behind SpaceX, Elon Musk. This capsule is designed for a very important job. Its mission is to travel from Earth all the way up into orbit and then safely return. It's a marvel of modern engineering, a real testament to what we can achieve when we put our minds to it. Pretty neat, huh? Now this Dragon isn't just for joyrides, oh no. It carries very precious cargo. Sometimes that cargo is astronauts, brave men and women who live and work in space. Other times it carries vital supplies, things like food, water, science experiments, and spare parts. Everything needed to keep the space station running smoothly. The Dragon capsule is also very clever because parts of it can be reused. This helps to make space travel a little less expensive and a lot more sustainable for the future. Reusability is a big deal in space exploration today, folks. It's a smart way to explore. The Dragon capsule itself looks incredibly futuristic, doesn't it? It's sleek, it's white, and it really looks like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's real. It's designed to dock or connect with the International Space Station. Imagine parking a car, but in zero gravity, hundreds of miles above the Earth. That's what Dragon does. This allows for the smooth transfer of people and all those important supplies we talked about. It's a critical link in the chain that connects us here on Earth to our outpost in the cosmos. It's truly a gateway to the stars for many missions. And guess what? There isn't just one type of Dragon. Nope, SpaceX built two main versions. There's the Crew Dragon, which is specially designed to carry astronauts. It has seats, life support systems, and windows so the crew can see our beautiful planet. Then there's the Cargo Dragon. This version is all about hauling supplies. It has a large trunk that can carry big pieces of equipment. Both types are incredibly important for keeping the ISS operational and for pushing the boundaries of scientific research in orbit. Each plays a vital role in our ongoing space adventures and discoveries. So, how does NASA, America's space agency, use this amazing Dragon? Well, NASA relies on the Dragon capsule a whole lot. It has become an absolutely essential part of their plans for space exploration. Think about it. The International Space Station is up there, orbiting Earth, full of scientists doing amazing work, but they need a way to get there and back, right? And they need stuff. That's where Dragon, our trusty space taxi, comes into play. It's a partnership that is helping humanity reach new heights, literally and figuratively, in our quest to understand the universe and our place within its vast expanse. The Crew Dragon, as we mentioned, is NASA's primary way right now for sending American astronauts to the ISS from American soil. This is a really big deal. For many years after the space shuttle program ended, NASA astronauts had to fly on Russian rockets. But now, thanks to SpaceX and the Dragon, they can launch from the USA again. This capability is vital for maintaining a continuous American presence in space. The astronauts it carries conduct experiments, maintain the station, and inspire us all to look up and wonder. It's more than just a ride, it's access to a unique laboratory in the sky. And it's not just about people. The Cargo Dragon is a workhorse for NASA. It regularly makes trips to the ISS packed full of scientific experiments, fresh food, spare parts, and all sorts of other essential supplies. Imagine trying to run a research lab and a home for 6 people far away from any shops. The ISS needs constant resupply. Dragon delivers these goods, and it can even bring completed experiments and other items back to Earth. This return capability is super important for scientists who need to analyze their space-based research in labs back on the ground. It's a round-trip delivery service for science. Why does NASA need SpaceX so much? Well, right now SpaceX is the only American company that can regularly fly crew to and from the ISS. This is a critical capability. Having this domestic option means NASA isn't solely reliant on other countries for access to the space station. It gives the United States more control over its space program and supports American industry and innovation. NASA also uses SpaceX for other cool things like launching science missions, and even has plans for SpaceX's Starship to land astronauts on the moon. It's a partnership that's shaping the future of space exploration for America. Now, even in the world of super advanced space travel, sometimes earthly problems can pop up. It's not always smooth sailing, or smooth rocketing, should I say. Recently, there was a bit of a disagreement, a public argument involving Elon Musk, the head of SpaceX, and the US President Donald Trump. This happened on Thursday, June 5, 2025, so it's very fresh news for all of us following space developments. These kinds of disagreements can make people a little nervous, especially when such important technology and national capabilities are involved. It shows that human elements are always part of big, complex projects. The argument took place on social media, a platform called X. President Trump had made some comments about government contracts with Mr. Musk's companies, which include SpaceX and also Starlink, which provides internet from space. In response, Elon Musk made a pretty startling threat. He said he might start decommissioning or taking out of service the Dragon spacecraft immediately. Can you imagine? The very spacecraft NASA depends on. This caused quite a stir, as you can probably guess, because Dragon is so vital for ongoing operations at the International Space Station. It was a moment of high tension for space watchers. Thankfully, this particular space drama had a quick resolution. Just a few hours after his initial statement, Elon Musk retracted his threat about the Dragon spacecraft. Phew! That was a relief for NASA and for everyone who depends on the ISS. It meant that the astronauts would continue to have their reliable ride, and the station would continue to get its supplies. However, the incident did highlight just how crucial the SpaceX Dragon has become. When one company provides such a unique and essential service, any hint of disruption can cause significant concern for national space programs and international partnerships around the globe. This whole episode serves as a reminder of the complex relationships between private companies and government agencies in the modern space age. NASA relies on innovative companies like SpaceX to push the boundaries and provide essential services. But these partnerships also mean navigating business decisions and sometimes, yes, even public disagreements between prominent figures. The key thing is that the Dragon spacecraft are still flying and the missions to the ISS are continuing. It underscores the importance of stable relationships for the sake of science and exploration, ensuring our path to the stars remains open and reliable for all. So, if Dragon is so important, are there any other ways for astronauts to reach the International Space Station? Yes, there are, but the options are limited. For many years, and still today, Russia's Soyuz capsules have been a reliable way to transport crews. These spacecraft have a long history and have carried many astronauts and cosmonauts from different countries safely to orbit and back. NASA astronauts have frequently flown on Soyuz missions, especially after the space shuttle retired and before Dragon was ready. It's a testament to international cooperation in space, even when things on Earth are complicated between nations. There's an interesting system in place for these flights. It's a kind of barter system. Typically, when a Soyuz launches with crew, it includes one NASA astronaut. And in return, when a SpaceX Crew Dragon launches, it usually includes one Russian cosmonaut. This ensures that both the United States and Russia always have crew members on the ISS. It helps maintain the international character of the station, and keeps all the essential research and maintenance work going. This cooperation is a bright spot, showing how nations can work together for common goals in the challenging environment of outer space exploration. What about other American options? Well, another US company, Boeing, has been developing its own crew capsule called the Starliner. The idea was to have two American companies providing crew transport, which is always good for competition and having a backup. However, the Starliner has faced some significant challenges. Its first crewed test flight, which happened in June of 2024, experienced several serious issues during the mission. Things didn't go as smoothly as hoped, and that caused delays and concerns for its future operational readiness. It's a tough business, building reliable spaceships for human flight. In fact, the problems with that Starliner test flight were serious enough that the two NASA astronauts who flew up on it actually returned to Earth 9 months later, in March 2025, aboard a SpaceX Dragon capsule instead. The Starliner itself remains grounded while NASA figures out the next steps, so you can see why the Dragon is so incredibly important right now. It's the backbone of US crewed access to space. It ensures that American science continues on the ISS, and that America remains a leader in space exploration. Keeping Dragon flying reliably is key to our cosmic future, folks, and our journey to the stars.